So, good day everyone. I'm Daryl Antonio from 3 Alpha. So, my report is process of parole system in the Philippines under Bucor. So, first one is understanding parole in the Philippines. Herein, parole in the Philippines serve as a means to reintegrate qualified prisoner into society under supervision. It is a legal provision that permits an inmate to serve the maintained portion of their sentence outside of prison, provided they meet the criteria and continue to demonstrate good behavior. The parole system balances the ideal of rehabilitation and the congestion of prison facilities and public safety. This prevention will explore the comprehensive process of parole in the Philippines, focusing particularly on the role played by the Bureau of Correction, Bucor. Ang parole sa Pilipinas ay nagpapahintulot sa mga qualified na bilanggo na pagsilbihan ang natitirang bahagi ng kanilang sentensya sa labas ng bilangguan at sa ilalim ng pangangasiwa. It aims to rehabilitate individuals, reduce prison overcrowding, and ensure public safety. Sinusuri ng Bureau of Correction or Bucor ang mga application at sinusubaybayan ang mga parole upang matiyak ang pagsunod. Kung ang isang parole ay lumabag sa mga kondisyon, ang kanilang parole ay maaaring bawiin. Hindi tulad ng pardon. Parole does not erase a conviction but grant supervised release. Next is defining parole. Parole is conditional release granted to a prisoner after serving the minimum portion of their determinate sentence. It does not mean a reduction in the sentence, but rather a recognition that the inmate is ready to be reintroduced into the community with certain terms imposed by the government. The parole remain under the watch of parole officer and must strictly follow conditions set by the Board of Pardon and Parole or BPP. Failure to comply can result in reincarceration. Ang parole ay isang legal na proseso na nagpapahintulot sa isang bilanggo na palayain bago kumpletuhin ang kanilang buong sentensya, basta't matugunan nila ang ilang mga kondisyon. Ito ay hindi isang pagbabawas ng original na pangungusap, ngunit sa halip ay isang pagkakataon para sa individual na muling makisama sa lipunan habang mahigpit na sinusubaybayan. Once granted parole, the individual must follow specific rules set by the government and Board of Pardon and Parole. This condition may be include regularly reporting to parole officer, avoiding criminal activity, and adhering to restriction on travel or employment. If the parole violate any of these conditions, they risk being sent back to prison to serve the remainder or their sentence. Next is legal foundation of the parole system. The parole system is anchored on Act No. 4103, known as the Indeterminate Sentence Law. This law allows inmates who have served the minimum or their sentence and demonstrate good conduct to be eligible for parole. The implementation is further governed by the Manual of Operation of the Board of Pardon and Parole, Department of Justice. and administrative order concern parole and executive clemency. This law ensured that the process is both just and rehabilitative. The parole system in the Philippines is based on Act No. 4103 and Indeterminate Sentence Law ay pinapayagan nito ang mga bilanggo na nakapagsilbi ng pinakamababa sa kanilang sentensya at nagpakita ng mabuting pag-uugali na maging karapat-dapat para sa parole. The process is guided by the Manual of Operation of the Board of Pardon and Parole, mga patakaran ng DOJ at mga kautusan administratibo upang matiyak ang pagiging patas at rehabilitasyon. And the next one is role of the Bureau of Correction, BUCOR. BUCOR is responsible for the safekeeping and rehabilitation of national prisoners. In the parole process, BUCOR provides critical documentation and assessment of inmates who are being considered for parole. Their officer prepared behavioral report, psychological evaluation, and recommend eligible inmate to the Board of Pardon and Parole. BUCOR plays a vital role in facilitating the administrative and evaluative component of the parole system. Ang Bureau of Correction o ang BUCOR ay may mahalagang tungkulin sa pagbabantay at rehabilitasyon ng mga national prisoner kapag dumadaan sila sa mga parole process or BUCOR ang nag-aasikaso ng mahalagang dokumento at pagsusuri sa mga inmate na maaaring bigyan ng parole. Ang mga opisyal na BUCOR ang gumagawa ng behavioral report at psychological evaluation ng mga bilanggo. Sila rin ang nagre-rekomenda kung sino ang kwalipikado para sa parole sa Board of Pardon and Parole. Dahil dito, napakalaki ng papel ng BUCOR sa administratibo at pagsusuring bahagi ng parole system. Next is objective of the parole system. The parole system seeks to achieve several objectives, facilitate the rehabilitation of offender, help reduce the population and overcrowded correctional facilities, support reintegration into society as law-abiding citizen, provide cost-effective alternative to incarceration while maintain public safety. Binibigyan nito ang pagkakataon ang mga offender na makapagbago at maging mas maayos ang kanilang buhay. Dahil hindi na kailangang manatili ang lahat ng bilanggo sa correctional facilities, nakakatulong ito sa pagpapaluwag ng mga kulungan. Ang mga nakalaya sa parole ay tinutulungan na makapag-adjust at maging produktibong miyembro ng komunidad. Sa halip na patuloy silang nakakulong, nagiging mas epektibo ang paggamit ng resources habang pinapanatili ang seguridad ng publiko. Next is eligibility criteria for parole. To be eligible for parole in the Philippines, an inmate must have served the minimum sentence imposed by the court, show evidence or rehabilitation and good conduct, have no pending cases of be serving a sentence of more than 1 year. Dapat niyang pagsilbihan ang itinakdang bilang ng taon ng korte bago siya maaring pag-isipang para sa parole. Kailangan ipakita niya ay nagbago may maayos na ugali at handa nang makabalik sa lipunan. Kung mayroon pang ibang legal na issue na kailangang ayusin, hindi siya pwedeng ikonsidera para sa parol. Ang parol ay para sa mga bilanggo na may mas mahabang hatol, hindi para sa maikli lang ang panahon na pagkakakulong. Next is inmate not qualified for parole. Not all inmates can be granted parole. Disqualification include conviction for heinous crime such as rape, murder, and drug trafficking. Refit, offender, recidivist, or habitual delinquent, those who have previously violated parole condition. Prisoner who escape or are found guilty of misconduct during incarceration. Kasama rito ang malalang krimen gaya ng rape, murder, at drug trafficking. Dahil sa bigat ng kanilang kaso, hindi sila maaring mabigyan ng parol. Ang mga repeat offenders, recidivists, o habitual delinquent ay hindi pasok sa parol dahil patuloy nilang nilalabag ang batas. Kung ang isang bilanggo ay nabigyan na ng parol noon ngunit hindi sumunod sa mga kondisyon nito, hindi na siya muling makakakuha ng parol. Ang mga preso na nagtangkang tumakas o nagkaroon ng misconduct habang nasa loob ng kulungan ay hindi na maaaring i-konsidera para sa parol. Next is the Board of Pardon and Parole, BPP. The BPP is the quasi-judicial body under the Department of Justice that evaluate and decide on application for parole and executive clemency. The board review all submitted recommendation and supporting document, interview inmate if needed, and consult with agency like Bucor and the Parole and Probation Administration before reaching a decision. Ang Board of Pardon and Parole ay isang quasi-judicial na ahensya sa ilalim ng Department of Justice na may tungkuling mag-evaluate at magdesisyon sa mga aplikasyon para sa parole at executive clemency. Ang BPP ang sumusuri sa lahat ng rekomendasyon at dokumento tungkol sa isang inmate. Kung kinakailangan, maaari silang mag-interview ng mga bilanggo para mas maunawaan ang kanilang kaso. Bago gumawa ng desisyon, kumonsulta rin sila sa ibang ahensya tulad ng Bureau of Correction, Bucor, at Parole and Probation Administration upang makuha ang tamang impormasyon. And next is initial screening by Bucor. Parole processing begins with Bucor identify inmate who are eligible based on sentence, computation, and behavior. They review the inmate criminal record, institutional behavior, participation and rehabilitation program, and overall conduct inside the correctional facilities. This initial screening is crucial in maintaining the integrity of parole system. Ang initial screening ng Bureau of Correction or Bucor ay ang unang hakbang sa parole process kung saan inaalam kung sino sa mga bilanggo ang kwalipikado batay sa kanilang sentensya at asal habang nakakulong. Sa prosesong ito, tinitignan ng Bucor ang criminal record ng inmate upang malaman kung pasok ito sa parole eligibility. Kasabay nito, sinusuri rin ang kanilang institutional behavior kung maayos silang nakikitungo sa loob ng kulungan at sumusunod sa mga patakaran. Mahalaga rin ang rehabilitasyon kaya tinitignan kung aktibo ang bilanggo sa mga programa na makakatulong sa kanyang pagbabago. Next is preparation of case folder. A case folder is preparation by viewer personnel containing all necessary documents such as the Metimus commitment order, court decision, time served, good conduct, time allowance, and GCTA record, medical and psychological assessment, and a recommendation for against parole. Accuracy and completeness of a folder are initial for proper evaluation by the BPP. Ang case folder ay inihahanda ng viewer personnel kung saan nakalagay ang lahat ng importanteng dokumento na kailangan sa parole evaluation. Kasama dito ang Metimus commitment order, court decision, time served, good conduct, time allowance, and GCTA record, medical at psychological assessment, at rekomendasyon kung aprobado o hindi ang parole. Next is submission to the Board of Pardon and Parole. Once the case folder is complete, viewer formally transmit it to the BPP. The document undergo a through legal and administrative review. If documents are incomplete or found defective, the BPP may return the file for correction, which can delay the parole process. Kapag kumpleto na ang case folder, viewer, ito ay officially ipinapasa sa Board of Pardon and Parole or BPP para sa review. Dadaanan nito sa detailed legal at administrative evaluation para masiguradong accurate at complete ang document. Kung may kulang o mali, pwedeng ibalik ng BPP ang file para sa correction na maaaring magdulot ng delay sa parole process. Next is evaluation and deliberation by the BPP. The BPP carefully evaluate the application, include criminal history, length of sentence, rehabilitation, effort, and potential risk. The board may call for additional document for interview. The goal is to ensure that only those truly ready for reintegration are granted parole, balancing the right of the inmate with the safety of society. Sa evaluation at the deliberation process in Board of Pardon and Parole or BPP, maingat nilang sinusuri ang parole application. Kasama dito ang criminal history ng inmate, haba ng sentensya, mga naging effort para sa rehabilitation at mga posibleng risk. Pwedeng humingi ang BPP ng karagdagang document o magsagawa ng interview para masiguradong tama ang kanilang decision. Next is field investigation by the Parole and Probation Administration. The Parole and Probation Administration conduct a free parole investigation. This include home visit, interview with family and community members, and an assessment of the parole, proposed residence and employment. The investigation ensured that the parole will have a supportive and stable environment post-release. Ang parole, ang probation administration ay nagsasagawa ng pre-parole investigation para siguraduhin na handa ang parole para sa pagbabalik sa lipunan. Kasama dito ang home visit kung saan tinitignan ang magiging tirahan ng parole. Pati na rin ang interviews sa mga pamilya at iba pang community members. Sinusuri rin ang proposed residence at employment ng parole upang makita kung may stable at supportive environment siya pagkatapos ng release. Next is board decision and presidential approval. After all evaluation, and field investigation, the BPP renders its decision. If parole is granted, it is subject to the approval of the Secretary of Justice and in some cases the President of the Philippines. This multi-layered process adds an additional level of accountability and review to the parole system. Matapos ang lahat ng evaluation at field investigation, ang Board of Pardon and Parole, BPP, ang gumagawa ng final decision. Kapag naaprubahan ng parole, kailangan pa itong ma-approve ng Secretary of Justice at sa ilang kaso ng President of the Philippines. Dahil sa multi-layered process na ito, nagkakaroon ng mas mataas na level ng accountability at masusuring review para masigurado tama at patas ang parole system. Next is issuance of the certificate of parole. Once approved, a certificate of parole is issued in due course. Prepare a release order. The parole is released from custody but remain under supervision. The certificate outline the condition of release, duration of supervision, and the responsibilities of the parole during the remainder of their sentence. Ang certificate of parole ay naglalaman ng mga importanteng guidelines na dapat sundin ng parole tulad ng travel restriction, regular na check-in with parole officer, at posibleng pagsali sa rehabilitation program o community service para matulungan siyang muling makibagay sa lipunan. Layunin ng proseso na hindi lang basta palayain ang parole, kundi siguraduhin din na handa siyang mamuhay ng maayos at hindi muling bumalik sa maling gawain. Habang nasa supervision period, binabantayan ng mga authorities kung paano nag-a-adjust ang parole sa labas ng kulungan. Next is condition of parole. The parole must adhere to conditions such as regular reporting to the parole officer, employment or engagement in productive activity, restriction on trip without prior approval. First is regular na pag-report sa parole officer para ma-monitor ng kanyang progreso. Second, pagkaroon ng trabaho o pagsali sa isang produktibong aktibidad upang matiyak ang maayos na reintegration sa lipunan. Mga travel restriction, hindi maaring bumiyahe ng walang prior approval mula sa parole officer o iba pang otoridad. Dapat sumunod ang parole sa mga regulasyon ito upang maiwasan ang pag-revoke ng kanyang parole. Next is monitoring and support. Paroles as closely monitored by the PPA. Monitoring include hub visit, counseling, and follow-up interview to ensure compliance. The agency also provides support for employment, education, and counseling. This supervision aim to support successful reintegration and prevent recidivism. Ang Parole and Probation Administration, PPA, ay patuloy na minomonitor ang parole para siguraduhin na sila ay sumusunod sa mga kondisyon ng parole. Kasama sa monitoring ang home visit, counseling session, at follow-up interview upang makita kung maayos ang kanilang reintegration sa lipunan. Bukod sa pagbabantay nagbibigay rin ang PPA ng support services tulad ng tulong sa pagkahanap ng trabaho, education at karagdagang counseling para sa parole. Next is revocation of parole. Parole can be revoked if the parole violators any condition of release. These include committing a new offense, failure to report, or other breaches of parole terms. Revocation leads to rearrest and return to prison to serve the remainder of the sentence. Revocation decisions are handled by the BPP after due process. Ang parole ay maaaring ma-revoke kung ang parole ay lumabag sa anumang condition ng kanyang release. Kasama dito ang paggawa ng bagong krimen, hindi pag-report sa parole officer o paglabag sa ibang parole terms. Kapag na-revoke ang parole, muli siyang inaaresto at ibinabalik sa kulungan para tapusin ang natitirang bahagi ng kanyang sentensya. Ang Board of Pardon and Parole, BPP, ang umahawak ng revocation process na dumadaan sa tamang due process bago gawing final ang decision. Next is reintegration and final discharge. If the parole successful complies with all conditions for the remainder of the sentence, they are granted final discharge. This marks the end of legal supervision. Successful reintegration reflect not only the individual reform but also the efficiency of the Philippine parole system. Kapag ang parole ay matagumpay na nakasunod sa lahat ng kondisyon hanggang sa katapusan ng kanyang sentensya, siya ay binigyan ng final discharge na nangangahulugan ng pagtatapos ng legal supervision. Ang successful reintegration ay hindi lang patunay na pagbabago ng individual kundi nagpapakita rin ng epektibong proseso ng Philippine parole system. And lastly, call to action, reform, reintegrate, revealed. The parole system is a testament to society belief in second chance. Let us support reform that enhance transparency, expedite processing, and provide meaningful rehabilitation. Citizens, policymaker, and stakeholder must work together to uphold justice and compassion. Reintegration is not just the duty of the state, it is a collective responsibility. Let's invest the future by giving reform individuals the opportunity to rebuild the live and contribute positively to society. Ang parole system ay nagpapakita ng paniniwala ng lipunan sa second chance. Upang mapabuti ang sistemang ito, kailangan nating suportaan ang reform na magpapataas ng transparency, magpabilis ng proseso, at magbigay ng mas makabuluhang rehabilitation para sa mga paroles. Hindi lang gobyerno ang may tungkulin dito, lahat tayo mula sa ordinaryong mamamayan, policymaker at stakeholder ay may responsibilidad na tiyakin ang makatarungan at mahabaging proseso. Ang reintegration ay hindi lang isang legal na hakbang, kundi isang pagsisikap ng buong komunidad ng bigyan ng tunay na oportunidad ang mga nagbago upang makapagsimula muli. So, that is the end of my discussion. So, thank you po sa pakikinig. Thank you.